fellow listeners. One of the best things about this podcast is getting to read the fun comments from our fans who are listening. Like this one from the Skitty One. 24 minutes and 29 seconds to 24 minutes and 55 seconds. Goblin logic at its best. I believe this person is talking about my wonderful wisdom that the word arsenic is not as fun as it sounds. I mean, it does have arson in it, but it tastes terrible. Goblins have many words of wisdom, like, don't stick a gift horse in your mouth. I don't really understand that one as much, but anyway, there are lots of wisdoms. You can be a hero by sharing this podcast with your friends so they too can learn from these goblin wisdoms. Thank you, and we will see you again in the next episode.
A legendary milestone deserves a legendary leader. So, to celebrate 100 episodes of Wayfinder Legends, we will randomly select one Patreon supporter to win a custom Wayfinder Legends t-shirt and the Pathfinder sourcebook, Lost Omens, The Beyond the Expanse. More details on the giveaway are coming soon, so go to patreon.com/reddirtdnd and become a Patreon Dragon today.
Like, this is a new session.
Yes.
So we get hero points?
Yeah. You get a hero point. You get a hero point. You get a hero point.
Level?
Is it still called a hero
I'll
point
fix it here.
Yes.
if it's not going?
To a hero.
I don't know.
You get a villain point.
Are there any morally gray points?
I think we've made a lot of morally gray points over the last 94
I'll
episodes.
take a highest bidder point.
I believe it was Hal who said, if the DM was playing Saffron, Plame would never turn his back on her.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah, it's that scene from Men in Black, where they're in there and Will Smith's character in the shooting range. The only silhouette he shoots is the little girl with the pigtails. And they're like, would you like to tell me why little Tiffany had to die? It was like, you kidding? She's in this neighborhood full of monsters, a little 8-year-old girl with the quantum physics books? That is way above her reading level. She is about to start something. And that is basically what Jossie said when he saw her.
Yeah, Jossie walks into a room full of dripping gore and entrails, and there's a cute little girl just sitting in the corner. Yeah. I don't know what
amazing.
So yeah, everybody gets a hero point.
Excellent.
And we're leveled up.
Yeah, and you're all level 6 now.
Where were we when we left off? I think we were
level 5 when we left off.
Yeah. But Plame had just licked some arsenic-laced gold.
Yeah.
We were chilling at the entrance of the portal, where we saw what's it called? The dragon spire. Is that what we called it? What was the dragon totem temple?
Oh, dragon
pillar.
Yeah, we did a little research there, and then we went back to town, to Akrivel.
Yes.
And they basically said that these pillars are directing energy. They're not sure if it's like directing it out from a source or into a source. But they're expanding their power somehow using this. And they think that's what's causing the Akuje to be struck blind if they get too close to whatever this is protecting. So you're going to have to destroy them. On that chunk of gold that Plame was licking, there was a bunch of names in Draconic. So I believe there were 8 or 9 names. So it's probably a pretty good guess that's the number of pillars you're dealing with.
Crazy.
Amazing.
Yep. So there you go. So there's your quest. Wander around in the jungle, destroying dragon pillars, and hopefully stopping the Cinderclaw.
I'm sure we'll meet no weird characters or monsters along the way.
No. All right. But before that, you're going to go check on Saffron.
Yes, Boddy's been wanting to check on her and break the story the whole time.
All right. So you head over to where Saffron was staying.
Yeah. Boddy kind of breaks away from the group talking, worried about her.
When we get back, what time of day is it?
Oh, good question.
It's late when you guys get back.
Okay.
So you probably check on her. You check on her that night or in the morning?
Well, whenever we get back.
Okay, so it'll be that
Yeah,
night then.
that night, yeah. Boddy wants to check her wounds because he wants to see if he needs to heal her some more.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what he's been concerned about her wounds the entire time. She's like a won him over.
Yeah, no, Boddy is super sweet.
Yeah,
but the player may be more suspicious.
The player is ultra suspicious. The character is completely hoodwinked. So,
Oh, come on. Boddy will never see it coming.
no, he will not.
So you head over to her.
Yes.
Whatever do they find, Jessica?
I have a quick question. I'm wondering if you can describe the staff one more time.
So that staff you found, it's 2 different pieces of wood that they have like heated. It's a really cool technique. You can take wood and you put it in, you trap it in something like superheated steam and it becomes flexible. And they actually took 2 pieces of wood and they've wound them around each other. And then up at the top, it forms like a little heart. It's very nice.
Okay, gotcha. And otherwise, it looks pretty normal though, like just a specially sculpted stick, maybe. But I imagine it might be recognizable for especially the Ekuj.
Anyone who's on the raid would have a chance to recognize it. You remember it coming from the spellcaster that was at Whitebridge.
Yes, it's a nice trophy.
Oh.
Okay, so right after she gets back, I think Saffron will attempt to wrap it in something or find some cloth or something to wrap it up in.
That should be difficult, yeah.
Yeah, and that way, on the way out of the village maybe, or walking around the village, it's not readily evident kind of what that is for any of the Ekuj who might recognize it.
So again, when Boddy finally shows up at your hut, what's going on? What's he see?
Boddy knocks on the door and he says, "Saffron, are you awake?"
Inside, I imagine there's probably a bed or cot, something like that. Kind of standard, but are the huts round?
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
That way they match the trees.
And is there like a fire pit in the center or anything?
Yeah.
So she has a fire lit and going in there. It's probably pretty hot, I imagine, in the Mwangi, but it's going full force.
Okay.
And she's kind of huddled up by this fire, and she's just going to be laying in this cot, sweating. And she looks up a little bit and very weakly, faintly says, "Come in."
Boddy slowly opens the door and lets his eyes adjust to the firelight, and he sees Saffron on the cot and comes over and says, "Right, how are you feeling?" And he looks at her and presses the back of his hand to her head and notices it's like warm probably, and you're sweating a little bit, you said? Mm-hmm. Do you think you have a fever from those wounds?
Well, maybe. I'm really feeling much better. There's no need to worry.
Yeah, well, I better make sure that you're not going to get some weird disease out here. I'm not too familiar with the illnesses of the jungle, but if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to take a look. Is that okay?
Oh, of course. Of course, thank you.
And so he gets out his healer's kit and he starts checking things, and he looks at her wounds and probably pretty healed, I'm guessing, or is that like healing nicely? There's no infections that I can see. Does she seem to have any hit point damage she can heal of any type?
Actually, I think she should be at full hit points.
Oh, all right, cool. So, Boddy has treat disease and treat poison.
Insight.
Huh?
Insight.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, you're not actually hurting? What's happening here?
He has all these different ways to actually examine her, and he goes through them all, and he doesn't see like a disease or a poison or anything like that. He said, well, I think you're on the mend.
Yes, I think I've been really fortunate, thanks to your excellent care.
Oh, well. I can't take much credit. You're more resilient than I expected.
Nora will knock on the door. She doing okay in there?
Boddy kind of straightens up, kind of awkwardly, like, ooh, this is weird. And he says, right, yeah, come on in. I'm just checking Saffron here to see if she's recovering well. She seems to be doing very well.
Inara will walk in and hunch over and look at you too. She looks like she's kind of sweating a little bit.
Yeah, I
Kind
heard
of toasty in here.
he is. I thought she might have a fever, but I think she's just warm. Maybe, is this fire comforting to you in some way? He looks at her.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I get so cold easily,
So-
especially at night. It's nice to be warm.
And he just shrugs and says, hey, I don't understand that.
No, just be careful not to burn the place down. We've had a lot of issues with fire lately, so.
Boddy looks at Inara and says, speaking of which, how are your wounds doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm more worried about her. Where have you been the past? You missed the whole party and the feast and everything they had?
Yeah.
Did you not want to enjoy any of the food? It was fun.
Oh, I'm okay. I just wasn't feeling well. So I just came to lay down for a little while. But how was the feast? How much fun was it all?
Oh, it was fun and in some interesting ways, that's for sure. She kind of glances over at Boddy.
Yeah, more fun for you than for me, I think.
I mean, I didn't have as much as I probably could have had, but it was fun seeing you drink, though.
Right, well, probably the last time, but that did help ease the pain from that chili pepper.
You know, that was bad.
Yeah.
Saffron will kind of giggle a little bit and put her hand up to her mouth, sort of masking a smile. And then she'll reach out and grab Inara. Oh, but you must tell me all about it.
About what?
All about the feast and the festivities. And
Oh, it
was there dancing?
Yeah, there was dancing. I punched some guy. He punched me. We drank. We ate hot peppers. And there was some, like, Fawin was trying to get with one of those elf guys. And then the other guy liked the other guy. And I don't know. There was some romantic drama going on, too. It was... Wait, does Inara know that happened?
The whole village knew, I think.
Yeah.
As you start talking about this, Boddy like visibly stiffens and his eyes go wide, and he starts packing his stuff. Really, right? He Visitations, everything, all the stuff clean. Like, well, I'll let you girls talk, Finn. I'll just go.
You're fine.
No,
We're
just
checking on her.
It's fine. Have a good night. I'm glad you're doing better, Saffron. Let me know if those wounds open up, Inara.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. And he awkwardly just books it. This is not his jam.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, and then that guy that this other guy liked, I think he was hitting on Plame earlier too.
He's
I don't know.
sexy guy.
I don't know what's going on, but it was fun. It was entertaining.
Saffron will just kind of giggle, especially at Boddy just making this quick exit. And she'll look back at Inara and say, oh my, that sounds so lively. What a good time.
Yeah, you missed out. You missed out on it. The food was fine. They had this fruity wine. It probably wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but it did the job. And I mean, you're too young to drink, though. What am I talking about?
Well, certainly, but I'm accustomed to serving drinks. What is it that you like?
Serving drinks? Where have you been serving drinks?
Well, not professionally, of course, but my master, he liked to partake sometimes.
Do you know how to, like, make stuff? Or you can just pour it into a glass?
I'm not a professional, I assure you. My skills are limited, but I can do my best.
How old are you? I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with this.
Inara has some strict moral limits on underage drinking. Do you have to be to serve alcohol?
I don't know. Is there an age limit in
I don't know that there is.
It's medieval, so
Probably not.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So, very pointedly, instead of answering that question directly when Inara asks how old she is, Saffron will definitely instead kind of just swap that out and smile and say, well, I mean, in Chiliax, it's really not too big of a deal. I mean, people my age do this all the time. It's an honor to serve a drink for someone that you respect.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to make a wisdom check to see if Inara would realize that she avoided the question.
If you're the one trying to perceive, you would roll
Perception.
Perception. What is your deception bonus?
I just wanted to see if Inara would catch that.
Yeah, plus 13.
So you need a DC of 23 on your perception.
23.
23.
I got 24.
Oh, it takes you a couple seconds. You're like, hey, wait a minute. You never answered that.
Inara will kind of just kind of look up and think for a minute. Wait, you never told me how old you are. How old are you? Because you look young, but then sometimes you remind me of my sister where she would kind of just act a certain way, and I don't know.
So quick recap. How old is everyone in the party? I think our youngest is...
Fawin's about 19.
Yeah. And
Boddy's-
Boddy's 17?
he's 20.
Well, she's so immature.
Plane's 20 as well, which is well in the middle age for a
Yeah,
goblin.
we're not quite as old relatively as he is, but goblins are mature at 2.
Yeah.
And
2 or
hobgoblins
3.
are 3 or 4. So we're weird. So we're kind of
The old men of the party, but not.
Wait, how old in Goblin years?
20 goblin, 20 in normal years. So
Okay.
probably around 30 in
Goblin.
maturity level.
Your character's what, 21?
22.
22. That's right. Dude,
Oldest
she was actually alive during the Goblin.
That's right. The last couple of years of the Goblin Blood Door, she was
Would have been
alive.
a toddler, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm probably going to need to roll another deception here.
Okay. Yeah, if you're the one doing the deceiving, then basically you have to get 10 plus their perception modifier to
Okay,
effectively deceive.
gotcha.
19?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be a modified 27.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely passes.
Amazing.
Made it almost, but not quite a critical.
So she'll look over at Inara and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 16." And she'll look down a little bit like she's acknowledging she's kind of ashamed to have avoided it, but she's also kind of avoiding the questions seemingly for some reason.
Okay. See, I thought you were younger. Weird.
Saffron will kind of play it off and she'll smile and say, "Oh, well, gosh, what a compliment. Thank you."
Okay. This kid's weirding me out. Well, is there anything else you need before I go drink some more and then lay down for the night? I mean, Boddy said you're fine, right? You're not...
Yes, I'm feeling much better, I promise.
Did you guys just go back, or were you hanging out, or what?
So I think when Play gets back, he's going to ask Jossie or Akosa if there is anyone in the village who is familiar with poisons, because he has this gold bar that they found that he wants them to analyze to see what it is.
And if it's okay, I feel like Fawin might have gone with you.
Okay.
They'll probably send you to Nkitya, who will kind of smile and say, yes, of course. We have an alchemist, mixer of potions. Tell you all about that sort of thing.
Awesome.
And she will lead you to, actually out on a rope bridge, to a smaller platform. Did you have the big platforms, or more I guess, neighborhoods, and then you have smaller neighborhoods, and then this one goes even further out. There's just like a little lone hut out there, and knocks on the door. And give me a diplomacy check.
Can I aid?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Fawin does not aid.
3 on the dice, so that's a 14.
Fawin rolled an 8. We're coming late at night. We're interrupting him.
Yeah,
We're waking
what
him
do you
up.
want? Don't let a man sleep. He's banging around.
Fawin still has the choker activated.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he doesn't sound very happy.
Oh boy, that's not any better. Well, a little bit better. So that would be a 16 diplomacy for Plame. He's going to apologize. Sorry, we didn't realize how late it was. We just came back. We just came back from a short journey to investigate these dragon pillar things, and we came across this dead wizard guy or something, and we found a piece of gold on him, a gold bar, which I know y'all don't like the gold. But this one's interesting because it is cursed, and we wanted to see if maybe you could take a look at it and see what that curse is and if it's something we could get rid of. And Jossie, of course, I asked who was the wisest in the village, and immediately she came and she said that guy wasn't available. And so...
What'd you roll? What was that one? 2 on the dice.
And so, we came here and thought maybe you could help.
And Ketsia, the big tree branch of a hand, just goes and face palms.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Just puts her face right in the leaves there. Just, gotta love it.
No, I'll use my hero point on that one. I'll do one
Wait,
more.
no, you got a freebie.
15.
I was about to say he got a freebie from the...
Oh,
you could use a hero point and inspiration.
I had almost forgotten.
Yes, from Tim, you have an 18 if you would like to use that.
This seems like the appropriate time for fate to be changed by one of our wonderful patrons.
Awesome.
And thank you very much, Tim. So instead, this is all running through Plame's mind, but then he realizes somehow in the back of his head that maybe he should be nice to this guy and flattering. And so instead, he will not go with she pointed out somebody else, but instead, and she, of course, thinking of all the wisdom that you have, immediately brought us to you. And that with a diplomacy, with the 18, would be a 29.
All right, so the door kind of pops open, and you're surprised to see this. He's an older elf. His hair started to go white. Ooh. That is not something you normally see in elves.
I thought all their hair was white.
No, it's just Fawin.
Still got like a few dark strands here and there, but it's all like up in a top knot there. And looks like he's pulled on a robe. And, so the door jerks open, and he kind of leans out and goes, "They said that, didn't they?"
Indeed, yes. The wisdom is needed, and immediately that you are the one that Katya recommended us to go to.
You're funny. Come in. He's like, yeah. I'm the wisest in the village.
Well, wisest for this type of knowledge that we need.
Yeah. He waves you in. So you come into his little hut there, and you notice a round central room, and then there's doorway on 3 sides. One looks like it goes into a sleeping platform, and then another one that he pulls the curtain back from. It's just like a beaded curtain there. He pulls it back, and you see what looks to be a very weird mix of local pots and drying herbs and various things, and then stuff that looks more Avastani, beakers, and he's collected bits and pieces from lots of different cultures. And they're all sitting in there in his workshop.
Plame is really fascinated by this. This is kind of neat. And beakers and different glassware. I mean, he's seen cups and mugs and, bowls, but never anything in these really unique, interesting, different kinds of shapes.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'd have to make a society check, but there's stuff from a lot of places.
Well, let's see. What is my society? I think it's 0. Ooh. Oh, nope, it's +1.
There you go.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
10. So yes, definitely Plame knows this is from different places.
Yep. You can tell not just from not just Abston, and maybe more than just Garund. So, he's got a weird collection going on here.
Is that a society check you said to see what else? So just Fawin. Oh my goodness, cheese and crackers, natural 1. Yeah, Fawin very clearly identifies some of the Avestan stuff as being from like Tianji, right?
Tianji.
Yes, being from Tianji, the far east part of the world. Anyway, natural 1. She doesn't know anything. She
doesn't care.
She's very interested about being in here, but something's thrown her off.
But this is like chemistry. It's not like magic that makes sense.
Right.
Out of character, it makes me wonder if this elf is old enough to have been around when the gates worked, and he gathers some of these things from actually traveling places.
Oh, that's excellent.
If he's that old of an elf,
He's probably about 400.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, he's got quite the collection for sure.
Yep. So this was a 16 to continue his good grace. So yeah, 27. Plame will be as charming as possible, and he'll introduce himself. I'm Plame, and this is Fawin, my companion. We actually traveled from the far north of the inner sea, and we actually came through like what do you call those? The
Aiuvarin.
The Aiuvarin, yes. We came to an Aiuvarin. But when we were, I mentioned at the door, we were investigating these dragon pillars, and we came across this gold, which normally I really like gold. It's very nice, and this I'm almost sure it is gold, but for some reason it caused me to be very sick. I'm wondering if you would mind looking and and just taking a look at this and see if you can figure out why it made me sick. If we can get the gold purified, that would be nice too, because gold is very, very handy.
Well, when you said Aiuvarin, you saw his eyebrows kind of shoot up a little. Like, oh, really? He kind of looks down, says, "Well, first off, put it over there, and then wash your hands."
Okay, and Flame will go over and put it over on there, and he'll start to lick his hands real quick, but it doesn't. He starts to, and then he stops for a minute. He goes, "Oh yeah, that's what made me sick. I think was the." And he'll walk over. Is there a bowl of water or?
Yeah, he'll direct us to some water.
Yeah, and over to the basin, and he'll wash his hands off real quick.
Okay, so make a perception check.
That is a 19 on the dice, and plus 10 is a 29.
Woohoo! Yeah, you realize there's like a fine powder on your hands after touching the gold.
Oh. So Plame will think about that, and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting. Is this like a poison? Maybe the powder that was on the gold."
Yep.
So we could just wash the gold in your bowl there to be okay, right?
No, it will continue to leave residue on anything that touches it. Now, let's see.
And when he says that, Plame will just kind of discreetly start licking his sleeve and trying to get everything off his tongue that might still have been on there.
He kind of looks down and goes, "Haven't seen goblins in this part of the world." And Kethia's like, "Yes, Okari is one of our most honored," and he cuts in, "cranks. I'm kind of an old crank." All right. So he digs around and he comes up and he's got 2 gloves he puts on so he can pick up the gold. Yep. Like most of the gold in this region, it is absorbed poison from the great darkness when it was wounded many, many centuries ago.
When your people drove it back, the wounding of, and she pauses not to say the hawk, the darkness, it somehow infected the gold?
Most creatures bleed out blood. He bled out curses.
Did it just affect only the gold, not the land, not the trees or the flowers?
He kind of looks up and he kind of smiles at you. Well, there's some debate on that. Flowers and plants aren't my thing, but I have traveled much. I've seen a great many things, and, where did I leave that? Hang on. He sets it down and goes, wait, hand me that book over there.
And Fawin looks to...
Nods to a shelf.
Yeah.
And there's like some scrolls and bowls, and they're all on top of this old book.
She'll carefully pick it up.
Okay. And
what's the cover say? Does it have a title or anything? She takes it over to him. Is it?
It's in like this weird, like swirling script.
Oh.
Yeah, you can make a society check if you want.
Alrighty. That was another natural 1. So a modified 12, but that's not going to be.
Go into dice jail, I think.
Now I think I'm going to have to put that one to the side. Oh my gosh.
Whoosh. 2 1s. Yeah, you're not sure. It could be Vudrani, it could be Kellish, or maybe Kadirin. You're not sure.
Okay.
It comes from somewhere far to the east.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, that's the one. Yes. And
Fawin's very interested. She's kind of leaning in respectfully close.
yeah, he's like, because he's looking at his gloved hands, and you can see now there's a green residue where he's touched the gold on those white gloves he put on.
Oh.
And says, yes, open it up.
Okay.
So you have to very
she does that
carefully, because it's a very old book. It's starting to like come apart, and you see there's some loose pages. It looks like there's pages missing in a few places, and he's like, you see notes that are scribbled in Elven.
Oh yeah.
Things like, use half reagent recommended.
Okay.
And so you thumb through till you find the part he's looking for, and say, there it is. Yes, metallic poison. Yep. Give me a moment here. Yeah. Says right there, don't lick it. And he looks over at Plame.
Oh, he totally did that. She's enraptured now with reading over his shoulder, or respectfully standing there with him. Be in his hands, since his are infected with the gloves.
There it is. So whenever you handle this, make sure you wear gloves. All right? Anyone who handles it will get contaminated if they don't. Now, it won't affect you at first. It'll just lie on your skin. That's the thing. Arsenic has to be ingested. But the powder will get on you. And when you eat, it will enter you that way. And that is far more insidious. It's got a much higher DC on the save.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know what to
See,
talk
it
about.
was just my wisdom that made me lick that, so that we saved, everyone from accidentally touching it and then getting sick. Everyone we got it sick. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was on purpose.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that about you.
Yeah. Wisdom. He was like, Removing the poison from a single gold object can be done the DC 25 crafting check, which will require a full set of alchemist tools.
And we talked about doing that, and none of us had alchemy tools out in the...
Yes. I do not have alchemy tools.
Yes. I have the reagents here. Cleanse this. In fact, if you have any other gold objects, I can cleanse them as well. Most of the folks hereabout, they still hold to the old superstitions. It took us a while to figure out why the gold became poisonous one day, but it did. Most of them hold to that. I wouldn't discuss this with them. They may not look kindly on it. Unless you are Kaledi, you should not touch gold.
Could Fawin do a religion check? Is there a blessing that comes to the Kaledi? Like, say, for example, immunity to disease that keeps them, or poison. Woohoo! Switch dice. That's a 12 on the dice. So that'd be a modified 20.
Okay.
Has she heard about followers being blessed with immunity?
So that's not quite the appropriate skill. It'd be like,
I do have lore. I do have elven lore.
okay. The Kaledi they're considered spiritually pure. Yes. It's because they believe it's a curse. Their resistance to the curse, I'm putting quotes around it,
Yes.
are wise. So most basically Kaledi would be very resistant to it. Most of them use purified gold though in their jewelry.
Ah, gotcha.
But yeah, well, when you reach high enough level, they can cure disease, if I believe.
Is the jewelry itself magical? Do we even check it out? I don't know if we did.
Yeah, I think Boddy did a
Or poison.
detect
You're right,
magic,
cure
but it
poison.
was just
Yeah, everything was so magical.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, they're specifically resistant to arsenic.
It's like they've built up years being immune to iocane powder.
Yes.
Nice.
So out of story, Plame does want to stay with this guy for a little bit and gain some of the knowledge of his
Watching work.
of his craft, and then at some point he's going
Awesome.
to see if he can't trade with him for an alchemist toolkit.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Nice.
nice. All right. Cool. Yeah. So it takes him. Now he's like, now I could get this done in about 10 minutes, but if you're gonna be over my shoulder, the rest of y'all can come back in an hour.
Well,
I'm gonna have to explain everything to this guy.
and she's drawn in by some of the writings and things that are in the room, but she understands that she's picking up the message. And so she says, well, I'll go let the others know you're staying here for just a little bit, Plame. So,
Okay, that sounds good.
all right. And then she'll leave and wander back toward the location that we know Saffron was at. Maybe that's where Boddy and Inara were at. So
Inara, at this point, probably would have left already, too.
yeah, that makes sense.
So,
Well, when Boddy steps out, he's shuffling with his gear and stuff. He kind of takes a deep breath and looks, and he just stops and looks around to see if anybody else is watching their coming and going from the hut.
Yeah.
Kind of roll perception real quick.
Yeah.
ST-way dice. Let's see how it does. 15 on the dice. That makes it perception of 23.
You see a couple of Kujay who are walking along. They look armed, like there may be some kind of city watch. They mostly just sort of patrol the edge of the platform, come by every few minutes. And, Harriet, the lion.
Oh, yes.
The leopard clan has adopted.
Well, he doesn't notice anybody specifically keeping an eye on this hut.
Right.
They're just patrolling. Okay. He relaxes a little bit at that. Then he casts detect magic. He wants to see if there's any magic around this area, specifically around this hut or
Yeah, there's some magic here.
on the hut itself.
In this area.
Okay, so he backs up a little bit and focuses directly on the door of the hut building of it itself to see what he senses there.
There's like something here just outside the hut.
Just outside the hut.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Can you determine the school?
I can only tell that it's the presence of magic.
Okay.
At heightened third level, I can tell learn the rank or level the most powerful effect in the area, and then I can start pinpoint the source at the fourth level. So I can tell that there's magic in the area. Okay, that's good. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I can identify the magic?
With the type of magic? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Let's see. Okay, so the 7 of the dice have a 14 Arcanas. That's a 21.
Ooh, need to 23. Wow, so nice.
What he's really wondering is, are there any wards or any kind of scrying magic, things like that? Keep an eye on the outsiders, and he wants to. He figures she's the first one here, the first outsider. Maybe they're keeping a special eye on her. Are they doing the same thing for us as well? He's just trying to figure out how these elves operate, and so he doesn't come away with any answers. So he's still a little suspicious that he assumes that they're because they're just willy-nilly using magic like it's nothing. Like the magic to them is like their left hand. It's crazy how in tune these elves are with nature and magic, and it's kind of bewildering to Boddy. Mm-hmm. They're all carrying around these weapons that shift, and they're magnificent to him. Mm-hmm. Something that the hobgoblins could never achieve, and he's constantly comparing where he comes from to this place, and to him it's a real wonder. So. Anyway, you see him. So I guess when Fawin comes along, she'll probably see Boddy, looking around, puzzled, trying to figure things out.
Yeah, and so she comes around and sees Boddy and just waits patiently for a moment, not wanting to interrupt your concentration. Whenever she sees there's a little lull, it's a very interesting place.
You see his ear perk around. He turns. He says, "Yeah, these elves. your relatives, they are extremely acquainted with magic in a way that is very surprising to me. Was it this way when you grew up?
Well, my dad was human. He was the arcanist. He was like you, he studied with a book. So this elven magic is also weird. It's very attuned to nature. It permeates everything. I'm not sure what the source of it is, though. I haven't seen them studying from a book like you do. I haven't seen them necessarily in prayer or communing with anyone. And about that time, Mesmer hops up onto her shoulder, and she absentmindedly strokes his leg as he's perched almost parrot style there.
You do realize he's been purring most of the time he's been here.
Yeah.
He's happy.
Boddy notices that, and his ear perks because he says, "Your father, yes, but what about your mother? You haven't said much about her."
Well, she was elven and was a defender during the Goblin Blood Wars.
She doesn't do any magic like your father does.
No, I never saw her do any.
Interesting. Maybe the elves of your lineage aren't in tune with magic in the same way. Maybe you must study like we do. Some kind of disconnection from your natural roots, perhaps.
Perhaps. But buddy, these elves, if their stories are true, they're the ones who stayed when so many others of the elven people fled during a terrible time of earthfall. There's something about them that's just different. They seem inherently connected to the land. You've mentioned yourself how impressed you are with the way they blend, and she kind of looks around. The trees have been warped, and warped isn't even the right word because that implies some type of manipulation, but they've just been asked to grow a certain way, and then they support the structures that they bring in here, and the rope bridges are really just living bridges woven together. Very few of them have actual planks that they've connected and attached. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I agree. And there's some kind of magic right here in this area that I can't quite put my finger on. Maybe you could help me out.
Huh. I can definitely try.
Should I assist you, or should you assist me in this role?
So to try and find something without a magical way, I mean, she could do some type of arcana check. She doesn't have detect magic per se.
Nope, but I do.
But I could definitely try to.
Do you want to help? What's your arcana score?
Her arcana score is plus 14.
So is mine.
Yeah. Oh, awesome.
So I'll cast detect magic again and say, and I'll start just I close my eyes and I use those senses to determine which direction, and I kind of point myself in the direction. It's over here. There's something's happening here, and he. Do you want to assist me?
Yeah, you bet. I would certainly try.
What's he shooting for on the assist?
I'm going to say about a 15.
Normal 15.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's got
Natural 20.
Wow.
Those are the Dice Slayer dice.
That'll be a critical success. So double normal bonus.
Okay.
Plus
four, I think.
Ooh, I got a 5. I'm gonna use a hero point on that because I really.
What does it work out to?
Oh, before I use a hero point, the 5 would be a 21 plus 4 is a 25.
So that will be enough.
Oh,
Oh,
You needed a 23. You were one off.
well, that's right. I forgot. No hero point spent then.
So it is divination magic.
Oh,
maybe you start talking out loud. You're kind of you're talking through what you're feeling.
he says, right. Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you for showing me it. It feels like maybe it's a type of magic for divot. And he stops. He looks right at you and he says, "They're watching us."
Divination?
Yeah. I can't tell if they're watching this area or watching us. But they're definitely watching us right now.
How close are we to Saffron's place? Are you right outside it? Or have you walked away from it?
We're right there in front of us.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I want to make sure in my head that I was in the right place. It's are they watching us or are they watching her?
Well, I suspected they might watch outside as newcomers. So maybe it's just that. But there are different reasons for watching someone. Maybe the trauma she suffered, they're worried that it'll follow her, some kind of curse.
Well, surely whatever ripped those people apart in the boat but left her just is because was innocent. I mean, she doesn't seem to have any levels of greed to her, or we haven't seen that yet anyway.
Yes, I agree. But what if it's still hanging around? What if she brought it with her? Maybe they're watching for that.
Well, that would be quite unsettling if she has something that's attached itself to her. Has Fawin ever heard of anything like that before? With an 11 on the dice, so that'd be a 25.
Yeah, what is that with an occultism check?
I could do, I was thinking Arcana, but I could do occultism. If it's Arcana, it's a 25, and if it's occultism, then it's a 23.
Well, I mean, you've definitely heard of things attaching to people. I mean, you have a cat.
Oh my, yeah. So she starts thinking through that,
But she would need a familiar, something you could see, something that would manifest.
And so she thinks for a moment and says, if there is something that's attached itself to her or followed her, I think we would see it manifest in some way. I mean, and she takes a deep breath and takes Mesmer off of her shoulder and then holds him and says, I mean, I have Mesmer, and we haven't seen her have any type of... And then she hears like her dad's voice in the background, warning her.
Fawin, this isn't just a simple bond between a girl and her pet. Mesmer is an entity, an otherworldly being. He has chosen you for reasons we don't fully understand. We don't know his true intentions, and that uncertainty is something we cannot ignore.
And she's just stroking him as she holds him and says, but it would be something would attach itself to her with some outward semblance of something, a creature, a shape, maybe even an item? I don't know.
Or a symbol.
That's another thing with the Ekuje. They tell these stories of how their people sacrificed themselves and became weapons, imbued their spirits into items. It's very interesting too. I haven't figured it all out yet.
Can Saffron hear them?
Perception check.
Question.
Perception check. Hell yeah.
Oh no. She's rather unperceptive. Actually, okay.
She's busy creeping out
Inara, yeah.
Actually, Inara probably would have left.
Yeah, these people are very strange. Their link with magic is something I never expected to find. Very interesting indeed. And he looks up and says, if they are watching, there's a reason. Perhaps we should ask them what it is.
Or better yet, what if we took her with us when we go look for the totems? Then they might continue watching. If we have trouble, they might actually come to help.
Yeah, they did send someone with us when we left. Perhaps they're being cautious, but we definitely can help them and they can help us. We need to stop this death cult.
Definitely, I agree.
I think we have a shared enemy. He looks up like, hint, hint. So for now, we definitely have reasons to help each other out. And they've been nothing but welcoming to us.
Yeah, Plame's gotten off remarkably well with them.
Out on a rope bridge to a smaller platform further out. There's just like a little lone hut out there.
As he's finishing up with the gold, and he'd watch these tools, and he'll look up at Akari, and he'll say, those are really interesting. Would you be willing to maybe trade me for? I have this really cool. And he'll dig in his pack, and he pulls out the cheetah's elixir.
Oh, I have this elixir that the temple they told me that you could drink this, and it makes you for a short period of time have a big burst of speed. So you could maybe give it to one of the young men to cheat at racing or whatever you do here. But I think it would be a fair trade.
He goes, He kind of looks up at you and he gets a sly smile and goes, all right. It's been a while since anyone showed interest in what I do. I do so much around here, nobody notices. He just kind of mumbles to himself as he goes off back to work.
They've been nothing but welcoming to us.
Yeah, Plame's gotten off remarkably well with them. I think he's confused about their economy, but...
Boddy tilts her head up and says, are you surprised that these elves would like a goblin? And then you hear that edge come back to his voice a little bit.
Oh, and it does. It stops her short for a moment. And she says, they seem to be so welcoming. It's almost like they live the way we should live.
And he kind of softens and says, yeah, years of war and bloodshed, they can harden the heart. These people seem unaffected by such a malady.
It's like the land itself, Mwangi, the jungle itself, is so dangerous. They have to be friends with those around them.
And he kind of tilts his head again and is like, what were you going to say about the...
The what?
And Boddy shakes his head, and you see like a little, the corner of his mouth kind of tilt up in a smile. And he says, yeah, I take your meaning.
Speaking of which, are they perhaps speaking loud enough that a 15 would
You could
hear
probably hear this part of it.
this part of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're like actually listening.
And Nara should be coming, like she said, she'll probably be coming out during this conversation.
Yeah, she'll walk out.
No, she was gone before.
Oh, before we got here.
Because she wasn't in there for very long.
True.
And then she probably left.
That's true. You probably
If
spent a
you-
few minutes.
You probably saw a body on your way out.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Inara walked out and Boddy's like just looking at the air and you're like, he's just being Boddy. And off they went.
So Boddy, after he'll see the corner of his mouth go up and he smiles, he looks at you and says, right, well, Inara just left a little bit ago when I was examining things. Saffron's in there. She seems to be doing well, but she's staying close to the fire, so much so that she's almost perspiring a bit. So she must find some comfort in that fire.
Huh. Wait, Inara, I didn't pass her as I came back. I mean, our lodging's back up that way.
No, she went this way for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe looking for some meat or something.
And as you talk about her, she comes around the corner with one of those elven wine bottles. I forget what they were called.
Oh, like the gourds of the
Yeah.
palm wine.
The stuff
Yeah.
that Boddy was drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, there's no bar in this place. This place sucks. And she'll grab Boddy and Fawin and kind of like put her arm around both of you guys. Where is Plame? I need the stupid cast thing that Pulaski has.
Well, Plame's busy with the Alchemist right now.
You know, it's so weird. I forget that he has that thing. And then I don't know, I panic. But I'm glad I remembered he has that. I need to go find him.
Yes, well, he's quite busy. But we could take you back to the lodging they have for us, and then I'm sure he'll be here in a little while, and that way you don't pass each other on the road bridge.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Hey, have you tried this wine? It's good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's such a great mix of fruit and almost like a sugary aftertaste to it. It's
Yes.
very sweet.
Does not taste very well coming back up, but you know.
The one way wine. Is that how she rates them? Like, this is good going down. This one's good coming up. That one's good for both.
Boddy kind of like he puts his arm under her and says, I can verify that. Not so great coming up.
Yeah.
Very smooth going down, however.
Fawin has a little smile. Of course, it's a very judgmental smile, but there's some warmth to it as she just shakes her head at both of you. Let's go get some rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
Okay, what do we think about the girl?
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, she's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, I care about her, and I'm kind of worried for her, but then she, like, I don't know.
I know
It just gives me a weird feeling.
Yeah. Again, I feel this urge to want to help her, and I'm not sure why, but I think there might be some benefit in her going with us to explore. She's been around in this area for just a little bit. Boddy thinks, and I agree, the elves are watching her, so maybe we can pull that observation, that supervision, maybe we can pull them with us as we go if they continue to scry on her or whatever it is they're doing.
She's just a kid, though. What if we run into trouble or something? What, we just sell her to hide behind a tree?
Yeah, I worry about that a little bit too, but
It just seems kind of dangerous to bring her along, you know?
I know, but something feels like, I know it sounds weird, but we can trust each other with her,
And as much as I do love elven community, I'm just not sure leaving a human here with them is such a good idea.
Well, we left her yesterday.
Right, but we might be gone for longer.
So question, Saffron has definitely been listening to all of this ever since she caught that first little bit, and she's just latched on to it. And she's inside the hut. She's sat up in the cot, and her hair is just all kinds of disheveled. Dark black hair that's just all like a total mess now after sitting up and drawing the blanket on and off and on and off. And so she's sitting with her back to the door and kind of has her head tilted and is watching.
How long is Saffron's hair? Is it shoulder length? Is it cut short? Is it really long?
Yes, it is weirdly short in this angled bob.
Ah, right.
She's got the raven haircut from Teen Titans. That's what I'm imagining.
This kid gets creepier and creepier every time.
So I'm hoping she might be able to hear their conversation and jump in. So she's kind of sighing and like looking into the fire, but she's angled, so she's trying to catch this conversation audibly. And then she'll sigh and she'll say, perceptive, but maybe useful. And she'll sigh kind of like, well, okay. And she'll get up and she'll run her hands through her hair a little bit, so it kind of lays down a little flatter. And she'll tie back on the cover that she was wearing, almost a nun's habit maybe, the way that it looks, but she does feel like it makes her look a little bit more presentable and a little bit less glaringly chillaxian, because it really would be the more noble ladies that, you know, are off showing off their dark locks. You know?
She's softening herself and making her look more innocent.
Making herself look younger.
Yep. Oh, I'm just a wee little lass. Gross. Body falls for it.
Every time.
She's just gonna run out the flaps and just kind of skip toward everyone else who's standing around in a circle. And she's just gonna skip up to them, and she's not seen Fawin yet, so she's gonna immediately greet Fawin. She's gonna skip up and say, "Oh, hi."
There's the
Boddy.
kid.
Well, hi, hello, Saffron.
So Boddy sees her skipping up and he says, right, well, you do look like you're feeling much better.
Hi. Yes, thank you. I'm feeling so much better. Thanks to Boddy. He's such a great doctor. Thanks to your amazing healing skills, I'm feeling much better. How are you? How was the feast? Did you enjoy the feast?
It was wonderful. We didn't see you there, but we're glad you're feeling better. Probably had to rest, I imagine.
Yes, I certainly am sad to have missed it. But it sounds like it was a wonderful time.
Boddy, you see him, he's a little flustered when you hit him with praise. He's like, right, well, I'm no doctor. That's very kind. I'm just a medic. But I'm glad you're doing better anyway. That's very, very kind of you.
Yeah, you're a good medic, Boddy, and she'll like bump him on the shoulder, probably
Boddy.
a lot harder than she meant to.
His whole body moves. He's like, right, well, yeah. I mean, you've given me plenty of practice in all.
I know. I probably wouldn't even be alive if it weren't for you around here.
Saffron's kind of watching them banter and giggles again and just with her hand up in front of her mouth.
Fawin's with like the raised eyebrow or the tilt of the eyes towards Saffron. Fawin's going to try to pass on to either one of them, Inara or Boddy, the idea of like, should we ask her to go with us tomorrow? And so she kind of, gives that look, like looks at her, looks down at Saffron, looks at you, looks back down, and then kind of looks off the other way, like toward the outside of the village.
Boddy's oblivious. He's flustered.
Okay.
So good luck. Maybe Inara will catch it.
Saffron will follow up and she'll say, "Gosh, I'm so glad you're all such great companions. You seem like such amazing friends.
We don't know each other that well.
I don't know.
How long have we known each other?
Boddy looks at her and says, well, we all came for the Call of Heroes. How long was that? Maybe
Oh man, I thought that was like years ago.
that's about a month and a half, I guess.
94 episodes.
In real time, like 2 years.
Yeah. Like a month.
It's been about 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months, okay,
Because
yeah.
it took about a month and a half to work on the castle. Plus, you could spend a couple weeks adventuring.
I mean, so really
About 2 months.
more like 2 months.
Yeah.
That's really not that long.
We've been through some crazy stuff.
I've been through some
Yeah, we've
stuff.
trauma bonded hard. Boddy looks at Inara and says, well, at least a couple of months, I think, traveling together, working together, rebuilding a castle. But yeah, we've been through a lot, Inara. More than I can ever have shared with anyone else.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
It sounds wonderful to have that kind of a family. I'm so glad you all do.
When you say family, you see Boddy just his eyes drift off, and there's like a realization of that this is what a family feels like, and you can see that it hit him emotionally, and he's once again completely freaking bamboozled.
And the same thing happens with Fawin, and she blurts out, "You should go with us tomorrow. We're leaving." Will you come? We're going to do some exploring. It'll probably be dangerous, but I think you should come with us. And then it's out before she even realizes.
Oh my. She'll turn and take Fawin's hands. Oh my, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. And she's like almost about to cry that you accepted her into your group. And she's like, thank you. I would love to.
Yeah, when she reaches for your hand, Mesmer gives a low growl at her.
Interesting.
Mesmer, be nice. And she does disengage her hand just a little bit to pet Mesmer, but she does notice that. She's like, he's fine. She'll be fine. Sorry.
And Boddy sees us. She goes, yeah, it might be best if you come with us. That way maybe the cat senses her malady still there. Maybe you're not quite healed yet. I'd rather you stay close to us, and I can observe you and keep monitoring your condition.
She will pull her hands back and kind of look at Mesmer a little bit, kind of tilting her head. And she'll say, oh, I'm so sorry. I've never met anyone quite like, sorry, Mesmer?
And Mesmer just like, Mesmer, be nice.
Cicadas are kind of chirping in the background.
From the way that they interact, like she definitely gets the sense he's a cat, right?
Yeah,
That's pretty apparent.
He is totally a cat, but also
cat.
Something more.
Well, I've just never been a cat person, really.
Nice.
Neither have I. I guess you could call me warg person.
Boddy looks at you and says, that's quite accurate, actually. And you like wargs, too.
Yeah.
you and Wargy have a lot in common.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're both fierce and strong. Slobbery.
They do.
Well, we just don't appeal to typical social standards that you stupid people have.
And Fawin smiles. She's like, there she is. Looks over at Saffron and says, well, as you can tell, it's that time of evening when we need to let Inara get her beauty rest. We'll come and find you in the morning.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you again.
Boddy looks up as he walks away and says, yeah, see you all tomorrow morning.
You're just kind of looking around.
Yep.
Yeah. So Boddy eventually wanders back to the hut. Fawin walks back to the hut.
And again, she's a little flustered with Mesmer and kind of readjusts him in her arms and says, well, go and get a good night's sleep. What's left of it anyway?
Inara stumbles back and passes out with a gourd of palm wine in each hand, face first on the sleeping platform.
Were you just on top of her?
She just curls up on top of you, just like a pillow, just pressing her down. And then, a bit later, Nketiah shows up with Plame, who is happy to show off a chunk of gold. It's now lickable. And he curls up with his gold and quickly passes out. And then something's at the doorway. It's the next episode.
You made me nervous for a minute.
Wayfinder Legends is a production of Render RPG, LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of the respective creators. The Age of Ashes Adventure Path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo characters, titles, and artwork are used as the spec under the guidelines of the OGL and ORC gaming licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com/renderdnd. You'll get additional content, Discord access, quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/renderdnd.
I don't understand that.
No, just be careful not to burn the place down. We've had a lot of issues with fire lately, so.
It reminds me of the plane I come from. Sorry.
The cold, dark one or the hot, flamey one?
The one full of flames.
Hip demons.
Inara has some strict moral limits on underage drinking. Do you have to be to serve alcohol?
I don't know. Is there an age limit in
I don't know that there is.
It's medieval, so.
Probably not.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Well, as they say in Isger, my toddler's the one with the beer.
There's some. So my relatives in Minnesota, they grew up. They're like way north, and they have stories of like 12-year-olds like sitting in the bar drinking beer with their parents.
Amazing.
Well, like
Yeah.
in Germany, it's like 16.
Yeah, and they're all
Which is crazy.
They're all German. All my
Yeah.
my relatives are like they're like second generation immigrants. So yeah, if they're anything like that, then yes, they're as close to medieval as I know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's tangled. She's tangled up. Now I'm misgendering your dog.
She can have that one if you want.
So it's not really wargy, it's just canines in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex started packing like a month ago, and he packed up this whole bookshelf, including all my dice.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
See, that's why I'm the one doing the packing.
Yeah.
He just follows what I tell him to do.
That's the way it should be.
And then he complains about it. And then I say, well, we're going to get it done, and we're going to do it my way. So.
Boo-hoo.
Man, these are just terrible. I don't know. Maybe I should use the red dirt dice. One last try with a natural 1.
You're surprised to see this. He's an older elf. And like, his hair started to go white.
Ooh.
That is not something you normally see in elves.
I thought all their hair was white.
No, it's just Fawin's.
That was dark.
No.
Yeah.
She dyes her hair. She goes to a hairdresser.
He's still got like a few dark strands here and there, but
I thought you were going to say, well, it's kind of thinning on the top. It's still long in the back. So he has a nice skullet going on.
Skullet.
Maybe he just has a good line to a catalog for quarters and bits.
Yeah.
That's it. She's distracted by the quarters and bits parchment that's over there.
Hang on, somebody's.
Does he have an?
There's a bard in the area.
This music box is very interesting. I've never seen anything like it.
Did you get that from Wongi, Bart?
That's absolutely fantastic. I hope it comes through. I hope it comes through. The wind blow. It won't come through.
You can add it back in.
It won't. Yeah.
It won't pick it up.
Oh, but you'll have music that'll take that over this time. Yeah.
So she's trying to catch this conversation audibly or to hear the audible.
Yeah, you can hear him talking.
Yeah, the power of editing.
I hear the power of editing. Yeah.
We make you sound so good. Wait until you hear it. We make you sound so good.
I want
You
to
talk all smarty.
I would like to perceive the audible part of the audible conversation with the audible audibles.
The ears. Yes.
Using
Not with the eyes.
yeah. I love
Brought to you by Audible.com.
That's when you know we've got sponsorship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost a nun's habit, maybe, the way that it looks, but just, to keep the sun off of her because she's super pale.
Well, it's night right now, so you probably won't need it, but... Oh, but she puts it on anyway. Okay.
Yes.
A lady never goes out without a head cover.
For effect, Stacy.
Right side.
She's putting her sunglasses on at night.
So she's going to immediately greet Fawin. She's going to skip up and say, "Oh, hi."
There's the
Boddy.
kid.
Well, hi. Hello, Saffron.
Speak of the devil.
Your words?
Well, I've just never been a cat person, really.
Nice.
Neither have I.
Okay, so we can rule out Tabaxi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Never been one of those.
To celebrate 100 episodes of adventure, the Wayfinder Legends podcast is hosting a special giveaway.
One lucky active Patreon member in the $5 tier or above will be randomly selected to win a unique, never-before-seen Wayfinder Legends t-shirt.
And a hardcover copy of Lost Omens, the Mwangi Expanse. The 312-page Pathfinder sourcebook from Paizo Publishing that is packed with lore, culture, and adventure hooks from one of Galarian's most vibrant regions.
And you probably expect that to be signed. Well, we will sign it if you ask.
So how do these entries work?
Your Patreon tier determines how many entries you automatically receive. For every month, you're a Patreon between March 15th and the day of the drawing. Copper Dragons get 1 entry per month. Brass Dragons, 2 entries per month.
All the way up to Gold Dragons, who get 10 entries per month, and Platinum Dragons get 20 entries per month.
If you're already a patron, you're automatically entered.
And if you've been thinking about joining the party or increasing your dragon horde, now's the perfect time.
The deadline to enter is Friday, May 16th at midnight.
And the winner will be announced on episode 100, dropping Monday, May 18th.
Wherever you're tuning in from Brazil to Thailand,
From Australia to Sweden,
And all parts in between.
Thank you for helping Wayfinder Legends reach 100 episodes.
Join the party!